Hey, this is Matt. You might know me as the host of the Rising Digital Leaders Show. Well, I'm still your host, but of a new show. This episode is about me announcing my official rebrand of the show. I'm changing things up so that all my content, including my podcast, accurately aligns with my new mission in life. If you haven't heard, I've recently become a full-time entrepreneur to pursue that mission. It's about helping people take control of their corporate experience while living a fulfilling and free life. I call this idea living uncaged. So in this episode, I'm proud to introduce my rebranded podcast, Uncage Yourself. I can't wait to share some details with you. Let's get to it. Growing up, society taught you to follow the script by choosing a career path and climbing the ladder. But for many people, this promise falls flat. Work suffocates them and life becomes painful. Here, you're trapped in what I call the corporate cage. Fortunately, there's a way out. You can take control of your corporate job and unlock a life of freedom. I call this living uncaged. Hi, this is your host, Matt Doan. I'm a coach, creator, and entrepreneur. Uncaging people is my mission because it's been my exact life journey. This show provides you the stories, principles, and tactics to make it happen. Welcome to Uncage Yourself. So when I first started my podcasting journey, my focus was on helping technology professionals become better leaders. So I called the show The Rising Digital Leader. It was a logical fit for me. At the time, it felt right. And while tech professionals, and to an extent consultants too, are still the core of my audience, my interests have evolved, and so did my content. If you look back through the archive of this content for this podcast, you'll see that it started focusing on new concepts outside of technology leadership. My new focus evolved in a certain way where at the beginning of 2021, I started my coaching business, helping others who were stuck in the corporate life. I thought I was helping them with being better technology leaders. Really, the idea started coming to they needed help navigating tough corporate situations where work was running them over. They were all playing predictable games, getting stuck in the corporate system, rat racing, whatever you want to call it. They were lost in the matrix. And I really started seeing that my past was about getting myself out of tough situations in corporate and living life more on my own terms. So my passion evolved, so did my energy. And I found myself using different language as I was helping these people in my coaching business and in my content online. I started talking to this trapped feeling of people in corporate environments as them being in the corporate cage, which is this mental state where you feel stuck and your circumstances of your job start to take over your life and everything gets chaotic and kind of miserable. So in making people or giving people the chance of stepping out of that state, transforming to something better, more free, I call this living uncaged. It's exactly the journey that I went down, and I wanted to help people do the same. So now I talk to people in terms of moving from the corporate cage to living uncaged, which is a much more free existence, both in work and in a personal life. As of March 2021, after spending more than a year doing this in side hustle format, I left my corporate job to become a full-time entrepreneur. I've talked about this a lot online, and I'm soon going to have a podcast that actually shares my learnings as I led up to saying goodbye from corporate. The reason I said goodbye to corporate is not because I'm suggesting everyone do that. I found that it's the best way I can be of service to people. From the outside, I can be more of an influential force. I can be more direct. I can do a lot of good for helping people who feel caged. I can do this in different ways. Right now, I've got coaching. I'm releasing some courses soon. This podcasting, daily content that I put out there on LinkedIn or Twitter or through my newsletter. These are all ways that I'm working to ignite what I call the Uncaged Movement. My goal is to help 100,000 people by the time we hit 2025 to feel liberated from the chains of work, where they're the ones in control. And I'm not saying people need to go leave corporate jobs. Certainly, sometimes you need to change the position you're in or the company you're in, but the environment is very workable. It has lots of utility. And I want to give people the hope, the strategies, the tactics to mold it to their liking so that work enables something even more important, which is their desired lifestyle. That's where I'm aiming with this whole Uncaged movement. So, what to expect from this show? First off, this is directly focused on me helping you. That's why I call it Uncage Yourself, me giving you the tools to do it on your own. And I'm always here as a helpful guide. But I've got strategies, principles, tactics. I will have guests that are inspiring, that have made massive leaps forward in their careers, that have translated to better lifestyles, more freedom in their world. I'll share my own experiences over the years and how I've become uncaged myself and how I'm helping others within my coaching practice, how I'm teaching and building that into my material and courses online. I want to give you all this goodness that I've learned and accumulated from all sorts of learnings from people and books and podcasts and videos. This wealth of information from fields as diverse as philosophy and psychology, self-development worlds. I just want to bring this all to you. I'm hugely motivated to, and I want you to feel motivated to take it and act with it. My goal is to give you very actionable approaches that you can bring to your world, your work world, your home world, and actually make life better really quickly, very tangibly. You'll see that I have a couple angles that I really hit on. One is lifestyle design, thinking forward, like what is the life I want to live over the next 1, 5, 10-year period? How do I want to feel every day? How do I want to be? Therefore, what do I need to do at work and at home? Those are really core questions that we have to get into. Also, this idea of freedom. Freedom is a guiding light for me, but we each have to decipher what freedom means for us as individuals. I like to frame it up in 5 ways. We can think of freedom from a time perspective, financially, purpose, relationships, and health. The more that we increase freedom from a time, financial, purpose, relationship, or health perspective, the better we feel each and every day, the more autonomy and flexibility we have in our world, the more directed and energetic we are. And who doesn't want to feel that way every single day, even if you're in corporate? My goal is to help you become a complete human, not just someone optimized for the next corporate promotion or someone who's just getting financial freedom at the expense of all their time. I want you to be a well-balanced, thriving, self-actualized, complete human in a way that Abraham Maslow would say, yep, they're looking really damn good in life. They're transcending themselves even. That's what we're focused on. So I know I'm on a little bit of a rant here with this episode, but the summary is I'm rebranding my podcast. That's the big aha. I'm calling it Uncage Yourself because this has a very purposeful meaning. It's emotional, it's logical, it's all there for me. And I want to bring this to you because I see a lot of people in need. I theorize there are millions of people in this world that could use this. And there's not a lot of focus on this. We dance around this. We say, hey, suck it up in the corporate world or go out and become a full-time entrepreneur. Those are your 2 options. Well, I'm proposing a middle ground. You can find freedom. You can find joy within your corporate world, within the life you have right now, but you have to choose that. I'm helping you do that. So I know this is not the typical advice of growing your career or standing out at work. You can go to Harvard Business Review or Adam Grant. I love Adam Grant, but you can go to him too if you want some of that stuff. But the idea is that this cuts to the core of being a unique human in the workplace and living your best life. That's the twofold aim that I have with this show. I see it as an important evolution of what I previously built with my other show, The Rising Digital Leader. So I'm keeping the archive of episodes I have to date. This is not me replacing all of that. This is me building on top of that body of work. But I need to rebrand it to make sure that people resonate with my intent and that they take it the right way and use this knowledge to better their lives. It's a clarification. It's me accelerating my message and purpose. I'm a full-time entrepreneur now, and I need to make sure everything clicks so that other people can benefit from it. Whew. Listen, I'm super excited to have you along. I'm thankful for you being a listener and interacting with me online, whether it's LinkedIn or Twitter or messaging me through my newsletter. I'm trying to make this stuff all sync together and make it clean and easy. But really, I just want to help you. And selfishly, that brings me joy. Like, we both gain. Let's talk about it. We all need to do things to make ourselves feel good. And when I help another human, I feel good. So it's win-win. Let's do this together. I've also got a new website up and running, so you can see this entire show at uncageyourself.fm. It's pretty sleek. I hope you'll check it out. Lots of show notes, ways to contact me there. And my whole social universe is there too. So go to that website, uncageyourself.fm. There's a lot more that I'm bringing to the world. Check out the coaching and courses and free content I put out there. I think there's a lot of ways that we can make life better for a lot of people. I appreciate you sending other people to my universe so that I can help them too. And yeah, let's keep going forward together, step by step. I appreciate you. We'll connect soon. Hey, Matt here. Thanks for listening to Uncage Yourself. For show notes and more content like this, head over to uncageyourself.fm. And if you liked what you heard, I'd appreciate you leaving a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Until next time, be well, my friend.